Icers last night on the power play 1 for 5. And on the season, they are operating at just over 28% as Dan Petrick out there. He'll chip it to the far side to Paul Daly. Daly to Petrick, top of the umbrella. Quick snapshot off of the post. Puck knocked out to center ice and over the line. Far side is Kevin Miller for Delaware. And it's slapped out off of the stick of Zach Rubel. And Rubel back at center ice for the Blue Hens. He gives it away, and here goes Mike McDonough on a break. McDonough down the right wing, in on goal, shot, and saves. Rebound goes into the back of the net. And it's going to be a goal as Casella is arguing his point, saying it was kicked in, but the linesman was down there to make the call as referee Bill Maurer was caught up ice on that quick break by Mike McDonough, and now the officials are talking about it. And, looks like it's going to be a goal, and it will be McDonough with his 6th of the season. And the Icers get on top. They lead it 1-0. Longo's lost his stick as it's worked back to the blue line, kept in. There's a shot. Loose puck in front. Oh, great play by Danny Petrick as he kept that one out as that was bouncing on the goal line, and Petrick gets a high five from Matthew Madrazo for the goal saver, and Petrick dumped it down the ice on the icing call with 8:52 left. And now into the Icer zone is Longo, or the Delaware zone rather. Longo throws it in front, and it's in the net. That bounced in as the Icers get the bounces, and Michael Longo is going to get the goal from below the goal line. And Penn State goes on top by a score of 2-0. Getting to it first was Galgano, and out to center ice, and back is Menard into the Icer zone. Nice pass to Connie, scores! Oh, what a great feed by Andre Menard, and David Connie goes top shelf and gets Delaware on the board with 1:16 left in the period. Now it's Ryan McDonald with it for Delaware, centered in front, and that's loose in the slot. Penalty coming up against the Icers. Shot, scores! Ryan McDonald with the goal to tie it up with just 8 seconds left in the period. Puck loose, Procolo up with it for the Icers. Had to step away from Zittarelli, back to the point to Petrick. Petrick into the slot, his backhand is blocked and sent to the far side. Now Petrick hustles after it, takes an elbow from Wiener, Josh Wiener, in front, Procolo scores! Great effort by the fourth line as Mike Procolo with the goal 4 minutes in. And the Icers go back on top. As Procolo gets the goal at the end of a great shift, and that is Mike's first of the season. Goes to the far boards where it's picked up by Paul Trops, a long lead pass. And it's gathered up by Connor Moore. Moore into the slot, tied up. Gets a stick lifted by Laux. Good play by Danny defensively to just lift the stick up. No call. Play carries on. There's a block by Longo on the shot by Chris Galgano. Bolanino works it back to the point. Menard with a shot. Another block by Longo as he slid in front of that one. And the Icers clear his sod to center out over the line. Oh, and he gets spun to the ice. As I think it was Chris Galgano got the worst of that one as they both went down hard. Now the puck centered out in front of the Icer zone, and Pronchik off the bench to Sod at center, and he and Galgano come together again, and Sod ends up sitting on the bench and then takes a shot at Galgano, who tried to put him into the Icers bench. And we got a stoppage of play. Chris Galgano and George Sod getting to know each other quite well on this shift. And Josh Wiener back into his own zone. Out to center, knocked down by Daly. Two Delaware players come together. Here's Marone over the line. He'll fire. And that might have been tipped as slow to get up is Dave Lombardi at center ice, and he can't get up, and he is hurt. Lombardi trying to get to his feet, and finally referee Bill Maurer stops play as Dave Lombardi finally able to get back to his feet. And I think he got his bell rung when he collided with his teammate. And he is up and staggering off. And Lombardi, the big senior out of Providence, Rhode Island, makes his way to the bench. And off the draw, the puck goes into the corner. Bell is bumped by Tasker. Now Petrick, stripped of the puck down below the goal line. Bounces out in front to the far wing. 6 seconds left. Centered out in front. Back to the blue line. There's a shot. Saved by Madrazo. And 1/10 of a second left. Well, the scoreboard at the Rust Arena says it all as the Penn State Icers hang on and defeat the Delaware Blue Hens by a score of 3-2 in one heck of a hockey game here this evening.